So you've probably expected this, but yeah, my decision is to do it yourself. Almost always. So my idea is always that if something is broken, you have the opportunity to both learn something and also maybe save some money, because usually the work is pretty expensive. So yeah, as you saw, the guy that can do what has to be done to my Forester gave me a quote of between 2,000 and 5,000 euros, which is a lot of money. I don't really have this money, and I think I can do it cheaper if I do the work. Of course, even if I bring it to someone for the welding itself, it's still cheaper if I take apart all the things that need to be taken apart and I just bring the body, or maybe I bring someone to help me do the welding where I take the car apart. So yeah, in this video you're gonna see the start of this process. First we need to start up the car because it's been sitting for a lot of time, and although I've started it periodically, just to not let the engine sit without starting it for a long time, and also I had the battery inside. I'm not sure if the battery is still good. We're probably gonna have to give some current from another car, and of course that car is my Justy. This is not ideal. The Justy has a small battery and the Forester has a bigger battery, so usually that's not really good to do. You should give current only between a higher battery or higher amperage battery to a smaller one. And of course with newer cars you shouldn't do this at all because of all the electronics. You can basically burn your ECU and I guess different modules that the newer cars have. Even on older cars you might be able to burn the ECU, but I'm hoping that won't happen. So yeah, first we need to start up the car. I did tow it to the countryside. Right now this process is gonna take place in Maramures, so that's the north of Romania. Really nice place, so if you ever come to Romania you gotta visit Maramures. It's really nice. Yeah, so you're gonna hear a lot of animals around me, some different stuff. I guess it is what it is. We're in the countryside. I cannot tell any birds or any other animals to shut up, and I guess you're gonna enjoy some nature, or at least some nature sounds together with me. And of course it's gonna be a lot of work. So yeah, we're gonna have to grind, we're gonna have to unbolt, we're gonna have to cut, we're gonna have to weld, I don't know, paint, clean. It's a lot, but yeah, I'm gonna take you with me through the whole process. And if you ever want to do this, if you think it's worth to you, to us it was worth because the car has sentimental values. I would say if the sentimental value wasn't there, this wouldn't really be worth it. Usually it's easier to just buy a clean shell. You buy a clean Forester and you take the good bits off of yours and swap them to the new one. In my case that would be a lot, so it would be the engine, it would be the interior, you know, I've got the upgraded interior, facelift mirrors, facelift AC stuff, some right hand pieces that provide different pockets and different stuff like that, the navigation, the mirror, the auto dimming mirror, I don't know what else, but yeah, that would be basically me doing it all over again. You can see videos on most of those things on my channel, but yeah, that's my decision. I'm gonna do it myself, learn to do some new things like welding. I've done that in the past, but not with wire welding. That's gonna be new. I guess also painting. I've painted different stuff, what's spray painted basically, so that's not really painting. I mean it is, but not really at this big scale that I have to do the whole car. and of course all the underneath part of the car. And yeah, it's gonna be fun, and also a lot of struggle. You're gonna see the whole process together with me. I hope you enjoyed this series of the videos. If you like Foresters, you should like these videos too. And yeah, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, comment. I love to see you commenting on my videos. Enjoy the videos and see you later. So right now I just went to some guys to inflate these wheels. This one was debeaded because it was flat when they towed it, and they put the tow strap over it, which took the tire off the rim. And then you can see this one, I'm not even gonna bother with it because I do have one over there because the spare is on the front. So I just inflated that one. I'm gonna replace this one so that I can move the car over there where we're gonna work on it. So yeah, that's the first step. One more thing that I want to do is measure sound. Fortunately, it's a bit windy, and although the birds are really nice, I would prefer it to be a bit more silent, but that's gonna be fine. So I'm gonna start the engine, and after starting the engine I'm gonna measure the sound of the exhaust when it high idles, right after you start it up. And I'm gonna do that on the outside and on the inside. I'm gonna measure the exhaust, so I'm gonna do a measurement in the back. I'm gonna measure the engine noise, so I'm gonna do a measurement in the front, and I'm gonna do another measurement inside. So I'm gonna do that, I would say 3 times. One on high idle and one after I touch, I put it in gear or touch the accelerator or something and the idle goes down, so that I'm gonna have some base measurements for the sound. So because the battery is dead on the Forester, I have to run my Justy next to it and give some power to it. This is not ideal. As you can see, the Justy's battery is really small. It's a 35 amp. I thought it was a 45. It's a 35, and this is a 60, if I remember correctly. Yeah, 60 amp. So it's not ideal, but I gotta do with what I have, so that's life. So because I don't really have anyone helping me, I'm gonna put some foam in here. So that I get a higher idle on the Justy. It's not that higher, but I hope that's enough. The Forester usually starts pretty good. So starting the Forester off of my Justy. Well, I guess that's not enough. So I'm hoping that this will do it. So that doesn't work. I'm gonna put the negative straight on the battery. Hopefully this does it better. I really don't like doing this, but what can I do?